Okay.
They're good, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Facetious. This is episode number 43, recorded on Monday, October 17, 2016 at approximately 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look, I am happy to be back in your ear and in front of your eyeballs one more again. I am one of your hosts, Larry, a.k.a. Bluemanrule. I am joined, as per usual, by my main Damien, the cookie chef champion, none other than Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk. What's up, man?
What's up, Holmes?
I gave you that hype, and I gave you that hype introduction. You like,
I'm trying to, cause I can't exert too much energy. It's hot as hell in here.
Oh, okay, okay. So you doing the slop?
Yeah. So you gonna see some
slop.
You gonna see me wiping my brow a few times because it's hot as hell in here.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Hey, but you know what though? I hated that dude in the hood. Like you be hyped. You ain't seen somebody in a while. You be like, man, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? They be like, what's up, man? Chilling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like I just showed you my exuberance. You're like, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? I got so many of them dudes in the hood, man. You just like, okay, well,
what's going on, man? I ain't seen you.
And gripping brothers up, you know what I'm saying? Giving brothers pats on the back. They like, man, calm down, dog. Calm down. What you doing? I'm like, what do you mean what I'm doing, dog? I'm happy to see you. Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Like, first of all, there are no girls around.
The Iron Man is the worst, though. And you give them all that. You know what I'm saying? Son, what's going with you? All right. That's your boy. That's your boy.
Right.
You gotta be with your boy.
Oh man, I'm telling you, dude, it's too much, man. Hold on, let me get you turned up, bro. I gotta get you turned up. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So I just know so many people like that because I tell you guys where I grew up. You guys don't think that I'm actually like from the hood, and I tell you guys where I grow up at, like there are actually a lot of legitimate gangsters around me, and like there were a lot of gangsters around me, and you couldn't. It was hard to read the gangsters, right? Because, you know, generally, they got a great sense of humor. Generally, they laughing and cutting up, right? But, you know, you could just never really tell which way the wind is blowing that day. And you could run up to one being all hype and they'll be like, man, well, man, what you all excited for? You know what I'm saying? What? You think I'm going to give you something? You know what I'm saying?
I'm similar in that aspect, and no one ever believes me. Like at one of my older jobs, I used to work uptown for news, and nobody believed that I was downtown. I was from downtown, so not only one because I don't talk or act like them, so I always had to. Not only did I have to explain to them, yes, I'm from. Never like that, but it got to the point where I also had to explain like the house I lived in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one ever believed me. Like no one ever believed me, and I'm like, come on, dog. Like it's me, dog. Like I'm one of y'all.
Right.
I'm at work right now, so I can't really, be me, dog. But.
It's me, but this is compromise me, but it's still me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. It's still me. It's still me, dog. I'm from the hood. I almost had to go out of character about a couple weeks ago. About a week or so ago. Somebody tried to pull rank. I'll say that.
Oh,
someone
really?
tried to pull somebody less than tried to pull rank, and I'm just like, you're only doing this because you don't actually know who I am,
right?
Like, bruh, like I look at the situation like, bruh, I don't know if you know this, but I actually know gangsters you pretend to be.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get touched up. Like, you came to the right damn place.
if you want to get touched up. What's up, Will, man? I'm happy you can make it in the chat. Will, Scar's trying to explain how people misinterpret me and him, right? Because Mike and I
don't on no occasion take my kindness for weakness.
Right. Hey, at a bare minimum, like, it's just for your safety, right? So hey, Scar, you don't know how much time.
Let me tell you what happened. No. Let me tell you what actually happened.
Okay, bring it in.
Let me tell you what actually happened. I got threatened. Ooh. And I got excited. Like, I genuinely got excited. Like, goody, I get to be that dude. Like, I don't get to be that dude that often. Like, I'm not a violent man.
Right.
And I don't bother you. You don't bother me. We both go about our business. Everybody can live.
Right. Everybody can live.
But when that gets threatened,
right.
Instead of running and hiding, like, I started coming up with ideas.
Did you explain to them your ideas in a loud voice that was monotone?
I explained it. I had a message sent to me through an intermediary. And these thugs don't use words like intermediary.
Right.
But
okay.
There was a meeting between me and the intermediary.
Okay.
The intermediary had no idea what was going to take place. So when I showed up with the intermediary, I didn't show up alone. And that was clue number one. It was basically, you got me fucked up right now. Like, you really think
you really don't understand what's going down.
Right. You don't understand what's happening. So explained it in as calm a voice as I could.
You got like, oh boy, but I was like, hey, what's up, dog? Like, look.
I explained it in as calm a voice as I could, as like, your boy don't understand what's really happening here. So let me educate you on the situation. I got family here. I got friends here. I got friends who've been to jail and would love nothing more than to hurt them. The kind of people, like Bomani Jones said, that he had, everybody has that one friend. Right. And he said one time he got into a situation and he called his friend and he said, I'm in a situation, and he said, don't say no more on the phone. I'm on my way.
And you already know what that means.
I know those kind of people. Don't say nothing over the phone. Tell me where you are. I will meet you there.
Right.
Those kind of people.
Right, exactly.
But I just had to explain, like, I ain't had no problem with the situation. A threat. If I feel threatened, then somebody may have to feel this. Right.
Look, man, I have.
And personally, I don't got no ill will towards old boy. The situation didn't really involve me that much.
Right. Okay.
But I got put into it because of my proximity to the person he actually had beef with.
Oh, okay.
So
I take it there was a retraction after that warning? I mean, was there a retraction at that point?
No, the message sent to the intermediary was an apology.
Oh, okay. Well,
I wanted to make sure. But I made sure that, before, you know, I'll take the apology, long as the threats stop. But here's what the threats almost cost you.
Man, so you went ahead and went into detail. Man, see.
Yeah, I was just be like, it's just like, bro, you know, it was basically, you don't want this.
Right. Man, I didn't. It's so funny, Scar, because it's weird, man. Like, you grew up in Virginia, I grew up in Oklahoma, man, and it's like, it's funny how ninjas is the same everywhere, right? Like,
right.
They're the same everywhere. It don't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really the generation. Like, they're the same everywhere. Like, people who feel a little bit too much of themselves think they can talk to you any which way or do something sideways without consequence.
No, I think the difference between you said is not generational. I think it is.
Well, yeah, you're right.
The person that I was in this with was a young person.
Yeah.
The person that I was in this with was a young person, 10 years my junior. So you have to remind them, like, I'm not the same kind of person that you know.
Right.
I'm a completely different type of person. And, you know, I mean, I was this close to a nigga moment. Like, this close to a nigga moment.
Do you have like a meter set off in you, like something to be like, all right, I recognize what's about to happen. Let me pull it back a little bit. Do you got that gauge?
No,
you got that
someone actually had to say to me, you know, someone had to actually point out how close I was to that moment.
Oh, okay. Because generally when we get in that moment, when we get heated like that, like there's really nothing that's pulling us back, right?
I was getting there. I wasn't there, but I was close.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know how many times I've been like, I don't know why when I grew up, but people just used to, I guess, like one dude in general just always used to try to, you know, have fights with me and stuff. And I'm like, dude, why you trying to have a fight with me? You know you ain't gonna win. Like, you know you ain't gonna win. And he was like, I don't care, I ain't scared of you. And okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and tap you up real quick, and then let's move on about our day. But it's so funny, man, because like people look at us, and here's the thing, and understand where we're coming from. So Will walk with me for a bit. Will is a young Caucasian guy, and he's never had this issue, right? To where a lot of people, you know, a lot of other races view black people as like threatening, right? And they view me as like threatening just because I'm threatening. But concurrently, at the same time, black people who know me and know that I'm educated and, you know I like to laugh and joke around and stuff, don't view me as a threat at all.
I'm not threat at all. Yeah, you're right. Same thing. But I had a judge lecture me on being a bully just because I'm large enough to be one, not that he actually knew anything about me at all.
Oh yeah.
I almost got arrested that day.
Did you? Man, it's
or either I was gonna get arrested, I was gonna get tuned up, or I was gonna get shot that day, because that was not a good day in the courtroom.
Right.
Not a good day at all. I wasn't there on some criminal stuff. It was an appeal.
Right.
And I didn't feel like what was happening was fair to me. Right. And so I was not put on the stand, but I was told to stand up from where I was. I was in an actual courtroom. I was told to stand up from where I was, and then he started asking me questions and then lecturing me, and I'm like, I'm not even responsible for the reason why I'm here. Right. Like, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and I was approaching it in that manner. Okay. I was approaching. I was like, I didn't even do anything. Like, why are you lecturing me? And I'm, and that's just me raising my voice. And of course, like Mike Brown, I must have became the Incredible Hulk.
All of a sudden, right?
Yeah, all of a sudden I became the Incredible Hulk because the bailiff stood up, put his hand on his gun, like it was about to go down, and my lawyer was like, "Calm down."
And that's the thing. Like, see, here's the thing. See, if we inflect up, right, we go up an octave because for some reason that's what we've been socialized to do, right? If we even inflect up, well, then it's problematic. We're automatically angry, and that's not even the case. However, you can take someone else of a different color. They'll cuss out the cops. They'll yell at the cops. They'll shout at the cops.
Bruh.
And the cops are trying to get you, like, you know, bring it down.
I've seen it firsthand. I've seen someone go off on the cops, threaten cops, and like threaten to shoot cops. I have a gun and I will shoot you all. And he is not of African descent. And nothing happened. We're just making sure that everybody is all right. They walk away. Really?
But that's the thing, Will. So think about the conundrum. So people always view us as, like I said, minorities view us as, you know, threatening, hostile. But minorities who know us, right? Like if they hear us talk, if they sit down and talk with us, listen to a show, then they know we're not. Like we're on the complete opposite end. So imagine that I guess diaspora of thoughts, right? Those two split camps. Like it's amazing that we get set into like this little mold. But sometimes, every now and then, Will, you just got to remind somebody, man, that, you know, we ain't here for these fun and games. Like, you know, if you cross me, there will be consequences. There shall be, because that's how life works. That's how life.
I don't even like being that guy. Like I really don't. Like I try to live as close to a stress-free life as possible. But it was just something about that moment of not really feeling threatened, because I didn't really feel threatened, but being threatened, something just turned, like somebody flipped a switch, and it was not conducive to the way that I like to live my life. I'll say that. So I had to back up off it. But during the meeting with the intermediary, I realized it was exactly what I thought, and I shouldn't have got so hyped about it.
Right. Now, Simpson said, you should have let me see what those hands are talking about. You know, you should have told me. That's what Simpson want to say. And Simpson say,
I'm a baker, brother. I don't want no trouble.
I'm a baker.
Yeah. With my Scarfinger. My Scarfinger right here. That's the Scarfinger. This is my actual Scarfinger. But yeah, I'm a baker, bro. That's what I'm here to do right now until I find something else. But that's what I'm here for right now. We should probably change the subject before I get in trouble for what I had to say.
Okay, no, it's all good. It's all good. I like what Simpson said, because it's the same thing. Every time I think of Kings of Comedy, I think of Cedric. You know, he was like, you know, I live by the wish code. He's like, it's a different thing. It's a different proposition with black people. It's just a different proposition. But all right, let's move on then, man. Let's talk about the cookies, though. Let's talk about the cookie hands, man. Look, everybody. I got Scar's cookies in today. Let me tell y'all, if you like Snickerdoodle, that legendary Snickerdoodle is legend.
That's the reason why it's called legendary. Them shit's off the chain, son.
Hey, it is flame, son. Let me tell you, man. Them oatmeal scotchies, Scar. I need them with pecans next time. Like for me, like for real, like on one.
Bro,
like I need them with pecans.
I had such a hard time. Okay, so you placed your order. So I got started working, and I had not made oatmeal cookies in a very, very long time. You know, those bastard ass cookies kept sticking to the pan. After every single time I made the 3 batches. Right. And I decided to go ahead and make the oatmeal first because it was the one that I hadn't made in a while. Right. So if I mess it up, then I can scrap it and start over.
Right.
So I made them, and I was like, all right, this is straight. I'm good. And then they just kept sticking to the pan, and I was trying my hardest. You know how many cookies I ruined by, by trying to get them off the pan and having to scrape them and breaking the cookies all up into pieces and all those, man. Those oatmeal cookies was the worst, bruh. But I was like, all right, all I gotta do is get 12. Like, all I need is 12. I need 12 not to fall. I just need 12. Now I absolutely did. I did send you more than 12 on each.
Right. Which I appreciate.
I sent you more than 12 on each, but I'm like, bruh, I'm talking to myself because it took me 6 hours to make that to finish your order from going to the store, getting the stuff. It took me forever to find cinnamon chips. It took me. I was in Richmond. I went to Walmart. I went to Target, I went to Dollar General, I went to 6 different stores, and finally, the Food Line had some, and then they tried to get me on the price. All right, so when I did you say Food Line? Yeah, with the Food Line, man. So I went to Food Line, and Food Line tried to get me on the price. Now, when I buy them normally around my way, I can get them in just a random Walmart. Most of the Walmarts around here got them, and they're like $2.68.
Okay.
For the cinnamon chips. I went in there, and they had a sale, and they were 2 for $5. I was like, all right, then, but I don't need 2 of these right now. I only really need 1. And I was like, okay, so how much is 1? They was like $4. I was like, yeah.
Normally it's like $3.30, $3.40. Man.
No, they are $2.68 in Walmart. $2.68. So Food Line got me, bro. They got me, and I ended up having to buy. An extra one, but they straight got me, B. Like, I'm like, man, y'all Food Line was on some sucker ass shit that day. Like, I'm still mad. I'm still mad about getting got at Food
Line. Man, that's hilarious, dog. Oh my gosh.
And then the post office got me. I went there because, all right. So when I sent Rashani his cookies, right? When I sent Rashani his cookies, I sent it. He asked me what was in it. I told him that it was some perishable items, and the price went from $6 to $16. So I was like, all right. So I was like, all right. I ain't about to tell you that there's perishable in here. So I went in there. He asked me, is there perishable, flammable, all that other shit? And I'm like, nope. He was like 13. I'm like, and I'm like, so the post office tried to get me on the shipping because I'm thinking I'm gonna pay something close to the $6 I was supposed to pay because it's the same size box and everything. Now you had much more. You had more cookies than he did. Right.
So I was saying, wait. That's why I was texting you earlier. I was like, man, let me know because it's heavier. So let me know. And you're like,
So no. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch. I'm gonna have to raise the price, which sucks. But I'm going to use the priority boxes from I'm gonna use the priority boxes so they get there faster because I sent some to Sam. Shout out to the homie Sam Tejas. I sent some to Sam, but he only ordered 1 dozen, so I was able to cram them in that small box. He ordered the snickerdoodle also.
Man, they legit.
And so I was able to cram them in that small box. I was trying to get him some extra, but they won't go in that small box. So I had to take out like 4 or 5 cookies. My bad. But I had to take out like 4 or 5 so I can get it in that little box.
Now my question is, did the cookies make it home?
Yes.
Okay. That was a question.
They made it home. Well, see. Here's the thing. I am a perfectionist, so I am in it to make the best thing possible, the best thing that I can do possible. I'm not really in it for the enjoyment of the cookies. I'm in it to make cookies that are great and that other people are going to think are great. So that's why I'm here. That's why I make a lot of stuff and I may taste it, but for the most part, I don't eat a whole lot of it. It's not, also I'm diabetic. Like I can't be out here eating these cookies. I know how much sugar I put in it.
Y'all know I can't have these cookies. Now I'll make them all day. I can't have them.
I can make them all day, but bro, you might want to ease up on cookies. I'm gonna have to ease up on cookies. So what I did was I made a bunch of cookies. I took out the best. I took out the best. I took out 12 to put aside so my girl can take some pictures of the cookies so I can put them up on the site. And then I took out anything that didn't look optimal, and then I sent you the rest.
Okay, man. I'll tell you, man. I'm telling y'all seriously. All right, Scar. Seriously, Snickerdoodle needs to be your first order, hands down. Number 2, Scar.
As long as I'm not in Richmond, so I don't get got by Food Line.
Right.
But if I'm in Richmond, you won't have to wait.
but listen, Scar, I recommend every box you send a menu, small printable menu.
Yeah,
every box you
send. I'm working.
Yeah, and man, that's gonna be great. And I'm coming back to you during potluck season because they just sent around the list today for stuff that we're bringing for the Thanksgiving potluck. I'm bringing cookies. And I'm bringing Snickerdoodle cookies. Bam.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I'm bringing those. I'm about to write that in tomorrow. No one has filled it out yet. I'm going to have the first one on the dessert. So I'm writing that in. But yeah, man, y'all got to get them cookies legitimately. Like y'all need to order the man's cookies. Start with that Snickerdoodle if you like Snickerdoodle. It is legit. That butter rum was good too, bro. Man.
Butter rum, I have not made butter rum in a long time. See, here's the thing. I was experimenting a long time ago with butter rum muffins. And so the muffins never quite came out the way that I wanted it to. But, I kept making them. One of the things that I did when I first started really making cookies and all of this other stuff, my coworker was a single mom and she had 3 kids.
Okay.
So I would make stuff and then I would just give it to her and be like, I would make it, give it to her, had her tell me, if she thinks it was good. I mean, she thought it was all good, but she was just like, tell me what's going on, and I'll be like, all right, I got you. So I'll go back and I'll try something else and then give it back, and she was like, that's it right there. But then I would do repetition, and then tweaking here and there really made the cookies better. So that's how I really got started. But there's also, where I basically cut my teeth by just getting them out there to people and making sure, taking them to family gatherings and stuff like that. And it got to the point to where the family gatherings, my cookies were serious business.
You've told those stories before. It's hilarious. Well, number one,
I would make for a family gathering. Normally, I would make what I used to call them unity cookies, but now they're all chips matter. And then I would make the cinnamon cook, and then I would make the Snickerdoodle cookies, and I would take just 2-gallon bags full of cookies.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
And they would not last 10 minutes.
It
would not last 10 minutes. At every family gathering, they would not last 10 minutes. In one gathering, I don't know if I told the story on this show before.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, about my cousin who dropped one.
Yeah.
Yes, now you understand. Like, my cousin, she was the last one to have one. Like I said, I got there earlier in the day. She was the last one to have one. And, she dropped it and everybody around her just went, like.
Oh, it's funny, man. It's funny. And I like the way you wrapped them too. So Scar wraps the cookies, he puts them in a bag and then wraps that bag in bubble wrap itself. So, and then make sure to put stuff in there. So your stuff, even if it's moving around, it's in bubble wrap. So, and it's cool. All my cookies arrived. None of them were broke. So, just telling y'all.
Yeah. See, what I bought a vacuum sealer.
Okay.
I bought a vacuum sealer, and
we have one.
And I tried to use it. I bought it off of OfferUp, which is basically like Craigslist with pictures.
Okay.
It's basically like a Craigslist ad. I bought it off of OfferUp, and it just didn't quite. The thing just didn't quite work out well. I went and looked up the thing, and actually he gave me some bags that looked like they had been reused, and I'm like, nope. So I had the sealable bags. I did the thing where you dip it in water, try to get all the air out, and then I wrapped those in cellophane, and then I put bubble wrap around all that, and then I used the paper to pack it to make sure that they wouldn't move much. So.
Yeah, man, it's good, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all need to go ahead and order them cookies. They good. Legendary Snickerdoodles all the way #1 for your boy. So,
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what? Since we talking, you got diabetes. You know, you're diabetic, and I'm just being insensitive. But I was in Brahms yesterday or the other day. You know they got pecan pie ice cream.
No. Wait. I'm a diabetic. But I'm a terrible diabetic. Don't forget the snack box. Like that's
valid. That is valid.
So, yeah. So I'm a terrible diabetic. But so if you want to holler at your boy, Facebook.com/MC3, as in Michael Corbin 3, cookies. Facebook.com/MC3 cookies.
Right. Yeah, go check that out. It's really good. Man. It's great. But yeah, man, pecan pie ice cream in Brahms, bro. Pecan pie. It's pretty good. It's not like their apple.
I don't think we got one of those around here.
Yeah, Brahms, you guys don't have Brahms. Brahms is localized Oklahoma.
Okay.
Will said that Dairy Queen has a pumpkin pie blizzard. I saw that, Will. There are only 2 Dairy Queens in Oklahoma City and all of the metro area. I'm gonna get to one and get me one of those at some point.
No, there's DQs all the way around here. Some of them the ones you can go sit in, some of them not. But I ain't out here I'm not here for pumpkin pie. You make me a sweet potato pie blizzard, and we might have something to talk about.
Hold on. Time out. As someone who loves both, what is the difference? How can you tell? Because if you're using the same nutmeg, the same cinnamon, using the same spices up in that bad boy, essentially, summarily, there isn't much of a difference.
Okay, let's be honest.
All right.
I'm black. I ain't never had that shit. But
okay.
I was gonna say, look, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. Instead of getting a pie blizzard, you know what I mean? Let me go to Walmart and get me a patty pie.
Mm-hmm.
What's my man saying? Finally got some. One of them Patty LaBelle sweet potato pies. Let me get a Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie. Put some ice cream on that, and then we good. I don't need that in a blizzard. If I get a blizzard, man, you know something that really pissed me off. Last couple times I went to Dairy Queen. Man, they don't sell Snickers blizzards no more, dog.
That's tough. You sure? Because I had one last time I was down in Texas with us.
They don't sell Snickers. The Snickers is what they don't sell. They don't mess with no more.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man, that sucks. That's my favorite one. But
yeah. So I had to switch. I had to switch to the turtle. The turtle is off the chain. The turtle's off the chain, and Butterfinger. Yeah, those are my two.
If your fillings are definitely in your teeth, but that Butterfinger will pull out a filling, bro. Like it will yank out a filling.
But let me tell you what I want to try. Dairy Queen now sells pizzas. Yeah, it's like a pizza. It's like, it's dough. It's like chocolate dough, I believe. And then it's the ice cream, and then the toppings are like M&M's, a Heath bar, or something like that. Like, and it looks like a little pizza.
Okay. All right.
I want one. It's just I ain't got no job right now, so I ain't got $10 to spend on no pizza.
It's like I ain't got a job.
I mean, I ain't not that kind of pizza. Not
Right.
that kind of pizza. If I'm gonna spend $10 on a pizza, I'm gonna spend $10 on a pizza that I can eat for some sustenance, like not for dessert.
Right. No, I got you. I got you. All right, man. So let me get into a couple of things here. I want to get going. Two things I wanted to talk about. Number one, I had mentioned a while back, I was playing this game called Aurion, Legacy of Aurion. It was made by a guy who's originally from Africa, and it looks like an anime. Like the way it's drawn, the way the story unfolds, it's really, really sweet, but it's very, very ethnocentric. It has a ton of lore in it. Like it's really well built, and I thought it'd be a great anime movie.
It's steeped in African lore.
Absolutely. It's a good terminology. And let me tell you, they just sold movie rights to it. So I'm telling you, that's going to be a fantastic movie. Would you rather the movie just be animated, or do you want a live action? Man, to be honest, I actually want an anime series. I want a cartoon series because it takes so much to build up. The story is thick. It is not a fluff story, man. It's a real inexpensive game, but the story is very, very thick. Voice acting is pretty good, and I'm telling you, man, I would love to see an anime show, but if it's gonna be live action, I think they could pull it off, but I think it won't do this. It won't do it the service, right? It won't do it the justice that anime could do, unless they're gonna do an animated movie. But anyway, it was sold to a smaller studio, and it's like their second film. And they really liked the property, and the other folks were happy to give them a shot. So look for it. Aurion, Legacy of Aurion. Seriously, play that game on Steam. That game is great. It's really, really nice. It's really good.
How much is it?
Man, if I go into Steam, it doesn't give me a price, but I think it's $15, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm looking. My next, oh man, like the way things are going right now, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be able to buy a game. But my next Steam purchase will be RimWorld. They finally got RimWorld on Steam.
Okay.
It was available to purchase. It's kind of a prison architect with like. It's you crash land on an unknown planet, and you have to try to fend for yourself because there's people there already, and they, some of them are friendly, some of them not. They will come try to get you, and like you have to you build up how many people you have and all of this other stuff, and it gets real crazy. But it's similar to a game like Prison Architect, and I want to play so bad, and I ain't got the funds. Just like I ain't had the funds for Gears, I ain't had the funds for 2K, bruh. It's rough out here, bruh. I got to pay for my storage unit next week, and I'm like, man, I don't even like it.
So let me. So all right. So for 2K. Were you gonna get that one on the PC, or were you looking to get that one on the console?
Because my alpha barely kept up with 16.
Did it really?
Like barely. It barely kept up with 16. Like I could play. I can play 16 and it's not a problem. But they're in like the cutscenes. And like when the game first starts and you're seeing Shaq and them boys talk and stuff like that while it's loading, there are frames missing and all that kind of stuff. Once the game starts, it's a little janky for like the first few seconds, and then once it catches up, it's like, all right, we good.
Okay, I know where you're coming from. I bet you they probably optimized the post-launch though, Scar. So I think it probably when you play it,
16. Well, no, it was really bad at first, but they did release a couple of patches and it became a lot more stable. But remember, I only got an i3 in this thing. Like,
that's true.
I still only got I got an i3 in this thing. I only got a 500 gig drive and it's not solid. Like all of this stuff, like. I wanted to upgrade the alpha. I talked to you about what I was going to do to upgrade the alpha,
Yeah.
and then me losing my job was like, nope.
Yeah, it was like, nah, son. Yeah, that's how I've been there. I've been there. I know what you. I know what
Yeah,
you're going.
The only thing I upgraded was the RAM. I did upgrade the RAM, and upgrading the RAM made 2K run a whole lot better also.
Right.
But yeah, that's the problem. It ain't the game, and like I saw it on CD keys for 35. I'm like, shoot, it was like 36, 37. I got 15 for 35 the previous year. So I'm like, man, I should just get this on PC and call it a day.
Okay. No, I see you, man. I see you. It's it's a little different, man. I just shoot. Well, I hate that, man, because I think you like Choreodon. It is $15 on Steam right now, and but I think you like just because the story is really thick. Like, and they actually put a lot of work into that thing, man. So that was one thing, Scar. We kind of talked a little bit. I wanted to make one.
You're breaking up like you did before. I don't know if it's just for me. The chat, holla at your boy. I didn't know if it was just me.
Okay, no, it's all good. Okay.
No, I still hear it. I still hear static, but I don't know if it's just me because of my shitty internet, or if it's something else.
Okay. Well, while we figuring it out, I've tried to do some stuff here, but Will said he's still trying to wait for some Black Friday deals himself. I am too. Will, you know what I'm looking at? Okay. He says I'm breaking up on the stream, so I don't know what that is. All right.
It's staticky.
Okay. That'll probably be my son, probably in there trying to stream something. Scar, I'm gonna give this topic to you, and then I'll go back. Let's talk a little bit about PlayStation VR, bro. Let me go fix this, and then I'll come back. So I want you to take off on PlayStation VR. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, full disclosure, if we're talking about VR, I'm not a VR guy. I don't care about VR one bit. I find it hilarious that out of the box, you can already use this in other places. So even if you have a PlayStation VR, you can play it on your Xbox One. They say it hasn't worked on PC yet, and they're thinking about trying to put it on the Wii U. I think that's crazy because you have something that's supposed to be proprietary that's actually more open than you ever thought, and it's open to your competitor. So even if you came out with this thing and it's supposed to be the thing that's supposed to sell consoles, especially because your consoles haven't been selling that well, making sure that it's, they've been outsold. They've been outsold by the Xbox the last couple months, right? So if you wanted to make something that's going to sell you consoles and it's available for the other console already out the box, bruh, you got issues.
Right.
Yeah, you got all kinds of issues, and it's not, it's a problem that they're gonna have to face. They gonna have no problems with me because I'm not buying this thing.
Right.
It's too expensive, and I don't use my PlayStation enough for actual gaming. So you ain't really good, and just VR, just in general, it's in its infancy.
Right.
And there really isn't a killer app yet. There's just some experiences that people who are in the VR be like, oh, you should do this. I ain't about that life. That's not a life I want, and I don't care. Yeah, I don't want to be enclosed. I don't want to have my world taken away from me while I'm playing video games. Like, right. That's not how I want to do this. That's not how I want to play games. That's not how I want to experience games. I've been just as enthralled with video games like Mass Effect, sitting right on my couch and with a controller in my hand and a decent to large TV. Like when I first played Mass Effect, man, I had like a 32-inch flat screen. Like, we're not even talking about like, I have a big, thing, and I'm immersed in it because that's all I can really see. But like, no, I have a 32-inch TV, and it worked just fine for me. And I think my 50-inch I have right now will work just fine for me going forward. You know, maybe at some point 4K is in the future.
And 4K
But
is now.
I don't want to see. I don't care about 4K either. I'm not a graphics whore. I've never been a graphics whore. That's never been me. So I don't care about. I don't. You know. So I don't really care. Like 1080p, just fine with me.
Right. Now, I understand this, man, and I get you, but like I've never gamed or experienced games on like a phenomenal TV until I just got one here in my man cave, right? So like that's my first time actually playing on something that has a really good motion engine in it and really displays colors and has really low lag and like it's the first time. So I get you and I understand, but the only reason I say that it's now, man, is because I was actually in Sam's Club and Walmart this weekend pricing TVs, and I know what I'm already getting from my fitness room. I need a 40. I found a 40-inch that's really nice. It's less than $200, and then they got so many nice 4Ks. But I ran across this LG 55-inch at Sam's that was like $700. Dog, it is the best looking TV there. Wow. I guess at some point I just don't care. And I don't think I'm going to care anytime soon, especially from the perspective of I ain't got no money to put on the TV anyway. So right.
I ain't no money for no TV. Like so like me even thinking about it right now, it doesn't matter to me at all. I'm never going to care about VR.
Never? You throwing that in already? Like that is a strong promise.
I'm never going to care about VR. Like the Microsoft joint where they project images into your environment, I'm cool with. I'm never going to be okay with I'm never going to be okay with them taking my environment away. Just for the novelty of it and for jump scares, nah, bro, you're gonna have to give me something more substantial than that in order to make me even be remotely interested in VR. You know, Mass Effect VR. Like that's the kind of thing that will bring me to the table if I'm, you know. But I still don't care much about VR. But if you put me, you know, you put me in the Mass Effect world, and I'm actually in the world, I might have something to think about. And if I'm actually playing the game, not just you're giving me a tour of places or something like that.
Right.
No, if I'm able to play the game like that, but they're able to play the whole game like that, and able to sit down, let's make sure. Yeah,
keep that.
But like, there's people. Right. There's people who are like gung-ho about VR that basically had to change their lives. They had to, you know, change the way that their room is, making sure that they have sufficient, make sure they got sufficient lighting, and like when they're enclosing this thing that they're not going to trip over something and bust their head open. You know, like your boy Jeff Kanata had to go get like this like lamp so that it and rigged it so that it can hold the cable above his head so that he won't get caught up in the cable. Like I'm not about that life, bro. I'm not about that life.
Right. Now let me say a couple of things, because here's my thing. And one of those people who loves VR is Open Forum Radio's own Xiantayne. He's with OMG Hour. He does all those shows over there. And I hate that I missed Gamers Unscripted last week because they talked a lot of VR and I really wanted to get these points in. But he said this today on YouTube, on Twitter, and I wanted to have him on, but it didn't work out. But he says, I think the biggest potential for VR right now is simply adding VR modes to tried and true games like Destiny, for example. That was the extent of his comment. And I vehemently disagree with that. And here's the only reason I disagree with that, because we found with Kinect, and we found thus far with some things that if you try to, pardon the term, shoehorn something in.
Yes, exactly. That's the same thing that we found out about 3D.
Right. If you try to shoehorn something into an existing experience that wasn't built for your new experience from its inception, then you will likely have a problem. Historically, that's not opinion, that's just been fact. So that's why I have an issue with it. And then he did say he was super excited though. Like the night before it released, he couldn't sleep like a little kid. Like, you know, the next day was school. You know how I ironed out all of the clothes and put the socks in the shoes for the next day. He was hyped. He was ready. But
bruh, I'm gonna tell you like this. If I put down enough money that you need for these things, I better be damn excited. I mean, like, I better be real excited. Like, I better be super excited about this thing. I mean, because I've only made one expensive. I made one expensive purchase that I regret. One in my lifetime is the PS4. PS3 actually was not a regret. Well, mostly because in my early PS3, I bought what was that thing called? I can't remember what it's called, but it was a little adapter so where you could plug a wireless 360 controller into your PS3 and so you can use your cross battle. Yeah, so I bought a cross battle, and that helped me in the early PS3 stages. And then once I finally got a DualShock 3, I was okay. But like really, the revolution to my problems with the PS3 was twofold. One, shooters stopped requiring me to shoot with R1, and two, I got a Power A controller that was wireless, and it had the thumbsticks in the right place. I don't care what you say, PlayStation people. That's the right place for the thumbsticks. But it had the thumbsticks in the right place, and I was able to play PlayStation games a lot better. Now it's still a problem with the playing games on PlayStation coming from an Xbox. The X button is a problem.
Right, it is a problem now.
It's still a problem. Like you have to actually think when you use it that the X button is in a different place.
And it's actually the same color button, right? It's kind of like a blue on both of them. So you're like, dang it, but they're in different positions. So yeah, it's problematic for sure. But now Simpson agrees that the price on VR is sky high, and he agrees with Will that VR is best done in other things. So, you know, we've talked about like sitting down watching a game courtside or NFL game on the sideline the sideline.
But your boy Xiantayne, like he was really excited about a VR app where you can tour Chernobyl.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah,
that sounds cool. I'm not ponying up that kind of money to be able to do that. I don't care about Chernobyl that much. Let's be real about it. I don't care about Chernobyl that much. Like, you know, what happened there was a travesty, but I ain't about to put $500 on it.
You about to put $500 on it?
I ain't about to put $500 on being able to see it. Like, I don't want to. If I put $500 on it, I'm getting a trip somewhere, and I'm going. Right. You know, I'm going somewhere tropical that I can see for myself. Like, I ain't putting $500 down so I can see Chernobyl, which I don't think nobody should be visiting in the first place.
Right. Well, Will makes a couple of good points, so let me get through them, and then we'll jump onto our last topic, which is Extra Life. But Will says, he's waiting until more VR content is here. The price is lower and the tech is better. Kind of like 4K, right? 4K came out, was really high. There weren't that many options, and the tech wasn't as good because it was the initial round. But now, like I was just saying, you can get a really nice one for under $700, right? And it's better. He says he does not want another 1080p display, and he's laughing at it, but it makes sense. Like, I understand where it's coming from. It makes more sense because he's even mentioned it on the Geeks for the Win podcast before, which you all should listen to. But he's mentioned that before that, you know, he doesn't want 1080p that close. He wants higher resolution that close. And it's a solid point because I think eventually we'll make it that far.
Yeah, I think if I ever buy another TV, then I will pony up the money and get a 4K TV. I don't necessarily need a 50-inch because I'm not a, you know, what do you call it? Like, I don't have a small penis, so I don't have
You're
to
not overcompensating?
Like, yeah, I'm not overcompensating. There we go.
Yes.
I'm not overcompensating for something by getting the largest TV or like the best car or like, you know, like all that, man, or my watch is on fleek. Like, no.
Watch is on fleek.
Get out of here. So I don't. That's not something that I need. You know, like I'm just fine. You know, my backlog is huge. I don't need 4K because I got a whole bunch of stuff, even from the 360 days. Puzzle Quest is now available on Back and Pat. You know, like I just don't need it. Oh, let me tell you about Back and Pat, bro.
Okay.
Let me tell you about Back and Pat, bro. So like a bunch of the Puzzle Quest and then a bunch of the PopCap stuff it just popped up on Backpack.
Okay. Yep. I like Puzzle Quest.
I love the fact that I bought the PopCap collections on disc.
Okay.
They still recognize that I had those games, so they popped up in my download list.
Yep.
So that's good on them, because there's a few games that I was wondering how they were going to do that, but I mean they recognize that I have it, so good on them for being able to do that for you, boy. But I'm gonna get some Puzzle Quest in at some point. That's gonna happen.
You gonna get some what?
I'm gonna get some Puzzle Quest in real soon.
Oh, there you go. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with Puzzle Quest, man. My mom is great at Puzzle Quest, Bejeweled. She love her some Bejeweled. Like, my mom is good at that stuff.
I got for some reason, I think it's on one of those PopCap collections that I have, but they gave me Bejeweled 2 and 3.
What? Man, Bejeweled it gets tough, man. I'm gonna tell all you real gamers out there, you claim to be a gamer, try to finish Bejeweled 3. Try to finish it. I dare you. It's tough. It's tough.
Go ahead.
It's tough.
That's basically how you're presenting it.
Right.
Go ahead then.
Go ahead. Go ahead, play. I dare you, man. Hey, it ain't no joke.
I triple dog dare you.
See, now I ain't go that hard. I ain't go that far with the daring. You know, that's to the extreme, Scar. I can't go that far. But I tell you what I am gonna do. So the first weekend of November is Extra Life. And look, my goal this year is only to raise $100. I don't think I've ever raised over 80. My goal this year is to raise $100. I am on the Good for Gaming team. And if you're just listening, you don't know what Good for Gaming is. Good for Gaming is a day where all the gamers around the world, they try to raise money to donate to children's hospitals around the country. So that's what we do. So we take this money, we have people go directly to the page and donate, and the money all gets distributed because there's actually an accountable record at the start of the year of how much money gets distributed and to where. So it's something that's really good. You can choose the children's hospital in the network of your choice, and you can have your money funneled there. So I highly encourage it. I strongly encourage it. The guy who actually started this was a gamer, was a podcaster, and now he's actually doing this now full time. Like, the organization pays him. It's the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, and it's for a very, very good cause. This money goes to those hospitals to give kids who are in hospitals for extended periods of time, or even if it's something really severe, games to play. Like, they bring in a little cart with games and consoles and controllers for them to play so they can take their mind off all of that.
And my daughter was under the care of one of those hospitals. You know, she was born in a normal hospital, but her care after getting out of the hospital was by CHKD, which is one of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Right, and and that's the good thing about it, is that I'm donated to my local one because my niece was in it a long time ago. She just had one procedure. It was kind of in and out, but they treated her very well. But you can donate to anywhere in the country. You can have the donation. Like, if you support me though, mine will go to my local hospital here. Or you could just get in there and donate to anyone. Even if you don't donate to me, donate to someone. So I have the link in the show notes. If you want to go in and donate to me, that would be fantastic, phenomenal. I and the Good for Gaming team would appreciate it.
I may actually be able to participate this year. I don't think I'm gonna start my own.
Okay.
Because normally I had to work because normally, I had to work on Saturdays,
Right.
and always something came up and I could never have that Saturday off.
Right.
So I'll be able to participate, when people out there playing, they need somebody to game with them and all that kind of stuff. I'll be able to jump in and do that. Kind of like how I did with Chase, because like the last time Chase did his thing for Extra Life, he did 212s instead of 124.
Right, which is what I'm probably gonna do because I actually sing this weekend, so I can't do it. Like my voice would be gone and I wouldn't be able to sing on Sunday. So,
Okay.
I think that weekend I sing because I sing every 3 weeks. So hopefully, if I'm off that weekend, I might be able to split it. But nevertheless, Scar, you tell me what you want to play because I have a lot of games to play, and I have 2K16, and I have a lot of other games that we might be able to hook up with, in and play. I got the 16 on the PC, so. But yeah, y'all hit us up. Let us know. Me and Scar wouldn't mind jumping back into the crew, maybe if his Xbox Live is still working. We'll be good to go.
I gotta re-up that. I gotta re-up that soon.
Okay.
I bought a 3-month card. I bought a 3-month card not too long after I got fired, and I'm like, well, I probably should have some in 3 months. Nope.
Right.
so it's time to re-up on those. So I'm gonna holler at CD Keys and I'm gonna see what they talking about.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I back and forth between here and Richmond. So usually when I go to Richmond, I don't take my Xbox or my PlayStation with me. I take the Alpha. So it had to be something. If I do that, it'd be something on PC. I really would like to be able to do some Prison Architect or some Banished videos. I think that would be cool because people just don't understand just how fun those games are. And I really want to get back into doing my NCAA videos that I record on my PC. You chastise somebody about recording the stuff on the PC instead of streaming, but like that's what I was doing, and it worked out for me. So
I didn't chastise. I was just saying, it's easy on a console. You can immediately send it out while you're broadcasting, but then it automatically archives. So then it records for you too. So,
yeah, I got you. So, but yeah, that's cool. I really want to get back into that stuff, but trying to find a job is worse than actually having a job.
Boy, it's hard, dog. Like we've gone over this. Yeah. Like searching for a job is work, and people don't understand that until they go on for an extended period of time. It is hard, man. It's absolutely tough. Right. But Mike. Since you got the mic, go ahead and give me your shout outs, bro, while we get up out of here.
All right, let me shout out to Get Wrecked Juices. I love Get Wrecked. This is what I'm vaping on right now. Like I know people have seen me vape doing it over the course of the show. For people listening, I'm holding up the bottle right now. Get Wrecked Juices for vapors is awesome. All of their vapes is $8 for a 30 milliliter bottle. And that's crazy cheap. For anybody who vapes, they know that that's crazy cheap. $8 for a 30 milliliter. I just got this, and you can see I'm halfway gone. And it's called Baja.
Okay.
And it's the flavor is Baja Blast.
That's what's up, man.
You said that like you don't know what Baja Blast is.
I don't know what Baja Blast is. You're gonna have to remind me.
It is the Mountain Dew that you can only get in Taco Bell.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's why I never had it because I refused to walk into to grace the door of a Taco Bell. Okay, I understand what you're talking about.
So that's really good. For my smokers, Mild and Black is Black and Mild flavor, and it tastes just like Black and Mild.
Mild and Black.
And my personal favorite is Thug Juice. My personal favorite Thug Juice. They do have a Monica Juice. Both of them are like fruit flavor with menthol.
That's great.
Both of them are fruit flavored with menthol, but the Monica Juice is a little bit more grape based, and Thug Juice.
Of course, it is grapefruit.
Thug Juice tastes almost exactly like one of my favorite things to get, which is a joint from a company called Vapalope, and it's called Drink.
Drink.
It's fruity menthol, but that joint is off the chain. So try that. And they also have another one of the best ones is watermelon candy. It tastes like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. Get on that.
Yep. All right. That's what's up. Any other shout outs, man?
Man, just you know how I do. Shout out to everybody that's listening now. Shout out to the homie Jerky Lee's. I still think that's a great name. And Will in the chat. And also Will, I meant to tell you, I actually tried the Netflix Party app for Chrome. It absolutely does work. It's a little weird to try to figure out how to use it because no one tells you how to use it. But it absolutely does work. There isn't a talking chat. There's a typing chat on the side. But when you have a widescreen monitor, it doesn't matter that much because you're not taking up that much of the screen. But yeah, it absolutely does work. And thank you for suggesting that. I had it installed for a long time and never thought to use it. And I've used it recently, and it works really great. So shout out to everybody that's listening now. Shout out to everybody that will listen either on the YouTubes or through downloading on your favorite podcast app. Thank y'all. And of course, shout out to the homie Neef J, who Neef sent me a message the other day. It was like, he asked me about a song. He asked me about a song that he saw in a video, and I immediately knew what it was. And I was like, really? He just asked his black friend what song Annie Up was.
Pull that card.
Yeah, he totally asked his black friend what Annie Up was. But apparently Annie Up, the real version of Annie Up is a little bit too much for him.
Oh, okay, so, okay. That's funny.
And like I immediately knew that he was asking for the remix because he mentioned Busta Rhymes. So that's how.
Of course. Oh man.
So he participated in Ask a Negro, and he got exactly what he was looking for. It just wasn't what he wanted.
Ask a Negro. All right. All right, I do want to give a shout out to everybody. Thanks for dropping in, Will Simpson. Really appreciate it, man. Ace was actually trying to be on too, and I tried to tell him we were on, but he didn't make it in. But next week we'll be back to the regular time, hopefully 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And shout outs to NinjaToe 16 who hit me up this week, and One Winged Gaius. We were having a discussion on Twitter and stuff, and they were just hit me, or One Wing Caius, I'm sorry, Caius, and they were just hitting me back and stuff. So the interactions out there were pretty good. Shout outs to Knox.
I was actually on a show with NinjaToe before.
Were you really? Cool.
Yes,
cool.
I did an after E3 show for Everyday Gamers with me, him, and AZ Rockslide did a show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't get asked on much anymore. I guess I'm too jaded. But seriously, everybody, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening, for watching.
You've been on sooner than I was.
Well, that might be true.
I mean, more recently than I was.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Black shows matter, bro.
Black shows still matter, me.
And you know what? I'll tell you the difference between you and me. I was only on that because it was an after E3 show. I've never been on the show proper.
Really? Okay, they might have to fix that. But look, me, for all I'm saying, get me on, bro. Get me on. I got right here. Pull us on. So we talk about these black shows. We talk about these. Yeah. I think that's my favorite one, man. That one right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what? But I ain't having on because it's hot in here, and I put on a shirt. I put on a shirt for this.
Yep, you did. What is that? Keep Calm. What is it?
Yeah, it's keep calm. I got this with a PlayStation controller at the top.
I see that, man. I see that, dog. And that's really about it, everyone. Again, congrats. We said the Left and Them will be coming up on 400. They hit 400. I listened to 400. They're giving away an Xbox Elite controller. Y'all check that out. MerryGamers.net. They're looking for configurations for the 2-game Lefty loves for the Elite controller. So how would you configure a Destiny, and how would you configure Left 4 Dead 2 or Left 4 Dead on that controller? So yeah, that's really about it, everybody.
I don't think the original was available on Back and Pat, just 2, right?
I think just 2. You may be right. I think it's just 2. But yeah, I think it's Left 4 Dead 2. So just send him that, and you'll get a chance to be entered into the contest. It's a $150 controller, folks. You might as well give it a shot. So, but everybody, thank you so much. We'll be back in here again next week, 1 hour earlier, just to talk about many other random events. Hopefully, there'll be another debate in the meantime that we can laugh about. So, everybody, thank you so much for listening and watching. We'll be back in here again. Peace out, Warriors.